Before I meet one or two fans at today's game and whoever else I bump into, I just thought I'd show you the latest progress. Here we are at the Ipswich game, and this is how far things have gone along. There's the stand that is behind us. That'll be the new North Stand, of course, and the hotel, and that's how close it is now to the new Co-op Live Arena as well. Ipswich against City today, of course. Newly promoted Ipswich. Personally, I would expect City to win this one fairly comfortably, but you never know in football. I've got to say a big shout out to Timpson, who continue to sponsor what I do. RRG Group, who are a chain of garages all around the northwest of England, particularly Toyota at Rochdale, where I've got good friends as well. And also to M&M Artwork and Mirrors, who frame stuff and do artwork and everything, and are based in Middleton. They've continued to support what I do. I thank them for that. If you would like to support the work that I do, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you, because it's getting tougher and tougher to be able to go to all these games, 2 extra Champions League games, and to do what I do. So thanks very much for the support, whether that's just popping in to say hello or watching or whatever it is. And don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, because that all helps the channel as well. Now, before I meet the people I bump into today, I have been chatting to a couple of former City players, and starting with Kevin Reeves, former City player, played in the 1981 FA Cup final, and indeed scored in that game, and then Ian Brightwell, another long-time City player. I asked them what they thought of today, and put it to Kevin that it was sort of, or should be, at least be, a bit of a foregone conclusion, City beating Ipswich.
Yeah, you would. It's the Premier League though, Ian, and you just never know, do you? But you would put your money on City, obviously. I think there'll be a great atmosphere as well on Saturday, with the first home game, but after a great result at Chelsea as well. And I think, Gundogan is a great signing to come back to the club. The manager obviously loves him, and his record has been fantastic. Not quite worked out, it seems, at Barcelona for various reasons. But I think it's a great one to come back, and I'm looking forward to him coming back into the side.
I know it's early, but do you think City can do 5 in a row?
Listen, it would be an unbelievable achievement. Just sounds nicer, doesn't it? 5 rather than 4, and the manager's relentless. And I think he instills that into the players. I've seen his comments about the players, and I think they've got an inner quality amongst all themselves as well, a winning mentality, and I'm really optimistic that it'll be 5 in a row.
Really excited. Great first game against Chelsea. Really well. We dominated the game. I'm hoping that we'll do the same against Ipswich, but just to get the lads back at the home game, first home game, back at the Etihad, it'll be a great atmosphere. They'll be wanting to go and win the game. I'm sure Pep and the lads, they'll be wanting to win more stuff. They will want to win the league again, I'm sure, and all the other trophies as well. So I'm really looking forward to the season.
You have the honour, if you want to call it that, of walking around the stadium, meeting fans in the hospitality areas, so you can sense that excitement that everybody has at the first match of the season.
Yeah, it's a massive privilege to be able to work for the club. I've been working for the club now for nearly 15 years on a match day, and just working with you're working with the fans, and you're going around and saying hello to the guys. A lot of them, of course, don't remember us. We're way before their times, but a lot of them do, and they introduce us to the kids and the grandkids. And just to be part of the City movement at the moment, it's incredible. I'm really proud to be part of it.
This is the Legends Lounge on a match day. I don't normally come in here, but I've been invited here today by a friend of mine who raised some money for the Christie charity, and as a result has been invited in here, and he's invited me as his guest, which is quite an honour. And this is a special man as well, who you're now going to meet.
My name is Granville Campbell.
And you are a fundraiser, and you've invited me in today. Just tell me what you did to support the Christie.
Right, I've been supporting the Christie charity for over 16 years now. I usually do the Manchester 10K run on behalf of Christie. I've had family members who actually required treatment at the Christie. So it's very special and heartwarming for me to be able to give something back. And it was a pleasure for them to offer me a couple of seats here today for this first game of the season.
You've been doing it a long time. It obviously matters to you a lot, doesn't it?
It does, yes. Unfortunately, my brother passed away October last year. He had his final treatment at Christie's. And it was more of an emphasis for me now. When it happens to a family member, it just means a little bit more to you. And my aim is now to spread the word and highlight the importance of men of a certain age, like myself, going to the GPs when they experience any health issues, because sitting on it and not doing anything about it like my brother did is the reason why he's not here today.
Why on earth have you invited me then?
I see you around, Ian, and I treasure so much the work that you do, not just for the club, but for people like myself who didn't know you until a few years ago. Seen you around, heard you on the radio, and what you do for this club and the community to highlight what goes on behind the scenes, not just on match days, away games as well. It's just unbelievable, and it does touch me, and it means quite a lot to me. And I thought it's only right if I can actually offer something back with the person. I thought, why not?
Thank you so much, Granville.
It's a pleasure, Ian, and like I said, it's an experience for me being on the other side of the fence, so to speak, because as you know, I work at the stadium on Matchday, so to enjoy a bit of hospitality with a good friend of mine, nothing could be better, apart from 3 points hopefully today.
I'm here because I got such a massive connection to the club. My little girl Millie Rose passed away in February last year. I've been a lifelong City fan. Family's a massive City family, and Millie loved the club, loved Phil Foden. Last year we got to meet Phil, and the club generally have just been amazing. So I've just got such a big connection with the club, and we had Millie's inquest last week, which was hard, and one of our friends kindly gifted us the ticket for Legends Lounge, which was amazing. So grateful to be here.
She had quite a connection to Phil Foden by the sound of it.
She literally was in love with Phil Foden, and the bedtime stories we used to tell involved Millie Rose and Prince Philip. She was besotted with him. We've set up a charity in her name that's designed to help bereaved parents. Things like bereavement rooms, cuddle blankets, cuddle cots, personalised bedding and gowns and clothing for the children, bedtime stories. There's so many things we're trying to do working with hospitals to just give bereaved parents a hug, really, because you can't take away the pain, but like I say, if we can offer a hug, really can give them that.
I know you've told me already that when Phil Foden scored a goal, he did it in memory of your lovely daughter.
Yes, we were sat with Becca up in Phil's box at the time, and the whole stadium stood up on the 6th minute, and I'll never forget that, and I'll be forever grateful to every fan that was there as well. Just after the standing ovation, Phil decided to score a goal, and he blew kisses up to the box towards us, and then he dedicated the goal to Millie Rose on his Instagram, which was just amazing.
Let's hope he scores again today.
Fingers crossed.
Glad he's back, absolutely. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer he's back. He could end up in management here as well. I think that's everybody's wish, isn't it, as well? So I'm very happy, very happy.
You've been going a long time like me.
Yep.
You know, you're on the football specials back in Is it as exciting now at the beginning of a season, first match, as it ever has been?
It's always the same. It's still exciting. You never lose that buzz. We are getting on a little bit now, but we never lose that buzz. It's still the same. It's exciting. You get worried about the opposition. It's their first game here in the Premier League, so they'll want to do well today. So I'm not too sure, but I've got the score right last week. Definitely got that right.
When you and I were going on the football specials, we'd be coming back from a 4-0 defeat at, I don't know, Lincoln or somewhere like that. This is so different now, isn't it? Do you pinch yourself?
Well, to be honest, like I say, those days when we used to go on football special, we never thought we were going to win. We never did. You know the song, "We Never Win at Home." Well, that comes from those days, you know. So now it's like a totally different feeling. We can come to the games and we think we're going to win, don't we? You know, and I don't forget that bit. We know where we've come from, and a lot of my people, generation of our age, they'll know that, you know. But it's good. It's good to be still here supporting them, and as you always say, it's good to be a Blue, isn't it? So I love it. Absolutely love it. It's there. It'll never move out. Never. City win 3-0.
You're very confident then?
Yes.
I've been predicting for a while 5-0 Haaland hat-trick. I don't normally predict, but you're a little bit more modest than me.
Yeah, 3-0. And it's nice to see Gundogan run back. That is a master stroke by Pep. Bringing him back.
Us getting Gundogan back, I think, is a good thing. He's on the subs bench today, so I don't think there should be any major problem today. We're playing the Tractor Boys. They looked reasonable last week, but there weren't any challenges last week, really. So I think we've got a good chance of getting somewhere today, maybe 3 or 4, you know, but we'll see.
I'm a faraway Blue, so coming here from the States, first home game of the season, first game in about, I don't know, 3 years, massive, yeah.
Whereabouts in the States are you based then?
Now I'm in North Carolina, so I did go see him play Celtic over there in Chapel Hill. Got beat.
So you're optimistic today?
I hope so, because they're just come up, haven't they? They're playing the best of the best for this one. So yeah, I'm up for it.
Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Initially, when Ipswich scored, I thought either that's the worst thing that they've done and it's going to wake us up, or we're going to have a bit of a struggle today. Hopefully they'll have to run our way. 3-1, should have been 5-1. We'll see what the second half brings.
Lots of good performances. I thought Rico Lewis was everywhere.
Yes, he did everything apart from not scoring that goal, and he'll be kicking himself because he placed it well. He just started to put his foot through it a bit too much. But yeah, he's playing well, and I'm not worried about Kyle Walker coming back in. I think it's just the fact that he's playing well and he's coming out of his shell, which is great to see for the rest of the season.
Another hat-trick for Erling Haaland. He does it all the time, doesn't he?
Mate, it's ridiculous how good he is. You know, half chances, snapshots, just knows where the goal is, doesn't he? He's a threat with his feet, he's a threat over the shoulder. You know, and even when you feel like he's having a quiet game, or you know, he seems to be uninterested, which is never really the case, in all honesty. But he goes and does that.
I bet you'd have liked to have played with him, wouldn't you?
Oh, mate, it'd been amazing to play alongside someone like that, mate. Yeah, I would have loved it.
Thought it was a good performance. Good to see Gundo back, and you know, just keep going.
Got a new song now, hasn't he? He's coming home.
Oh, he's coming home. Yeah, he's coming home. Gundo's coming home. 5 in a row, anyway. 5 in a row.
What was the difference today then? I mean, they really stepped up, didn't they, the first half?
Yeah, I just thought it was a steady performance. I just thought, you know, we played it out wide. I'm good to see Vino coming on and stuff, you know, taking the ball out, you know, wide and stuff like that. I just think we've got it. We've got it this year.
I think it was brilliant. I think my player of the match was Rico Lewis.
Was who, sorry?
Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
He was everywhere, and I feel like if it wasn't for the hat trick, he would have gotten the man of the match.
He's covers a lot of ground. He's got a lot of energy, Rico Lewis. Hasn't
Yeah, and I think he might keep Walker out of the team for a while, which is good to see that young players are rising to the occasion. He did well against Chelsea last week as well. Brilliant.
I think Walker might struggle to get back in now then.
It's a tough one. Cheers, mate.
All the way to being Blue.
Just tell us what you thought generally. I mean, obviously it was a very strong first half.
Yeah.
Was there a reason for that?
Just everybody behind the team for the first home game of the season, just kick it in and let's just do it all over again. 5 in a row next, isn't it?
There's a lot of energy in that team, isn't there?
Brilliantly. Absolutely.
Anybody stand out for you?
were all pretty good. I thought Rico had a great game, absolutely great game. But, yeah, just generally cover until he got injured. Obviously, was doing really well. Ruben again, solid. But yeah, just a good team performance.
Really good. They all played really strong, especially after Haaland getting the 3 of them. Yeah, good to see Gundo back always. Yeah.
I came to the game today thinking Haaland would score a hat-trick, did you?
I mean, we thought he'd score at least like 1 or 2, so yeah, it'd be good. It was always wants a hat-trick, yeah.
Something special, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, Ipswich were playing in League One 2 years ago, losing 5-2 at home to Bolton Wanderers, and now they're in the Premier League, so welcome back to the Premier League after all these years. I never expected Ipswich to win the game today, but I thought they made themselves look very respectable after we'd gone 3-1 up and held their own for quite a while playing football. And you know, over the outside the defensive third, they look pretty good going forward, but very risky at the back from our own keeper Muric. But overall, they're nice to start with a win at home, and it's 2 from 2.
Is it going to be 5 in a row?
Yeah, absolutely, 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They'll have to invent a new game, Ian. You know that you've got to slot the little circles in and call it 5 in a row and put a City badge on the box.
First home game of the season done then. A straightforward victory, I would suggest. It felt like Ipswich poked the bear by scoring early on, and then City of course went on to get those goals. Before I came here today, I don't often predict games, but I said 5-0 Haaland hat-trick. Well, I got the Haaland hat-trick right, and I got an emphatic victory right. Next up it's West Ham. Next week of course I'll be there, so look out for me if you're going down to the Olympic Stadium, as I call it, the former Olympic Stadium. And in the meantime, look out for the audio podcast that I put up this week, which always has at least one special guest on it and a City discussion about all things blue. So look out for that. Follow me on X, Twitter and everything else. Thanks for those who support me, and if you want to reach out and help, because it's getting tougher and tougher with all these games, then please contact me. In the description below this video you will see my email address, and so always happy to hear from you. In the meantime, subscribe, it's free, give it a thumbs up, like the video, and I'll see you next week. And thanks very much for your support. It's great being a Blue, isn't it?